Welcome to It's All About You, a program that keeps you connected to all the exciting events, services, and businesses the City of Urbana has to offer.
We're your hosts, Sterling Bollman and Natalie KennyMarquez.
Later in the show, we'll visit Strawberry Fields and meet up with Ben Barnes of the Product Manufactory.
We're also excited to make a trip to Urbana Acupuncture inside Lincoln Square.
But first, we are at Addie's Bar and Grill, joined by Spencer Atkins and Brandon Boys of the City of Urbana to talk about Think Urbana. Thanks for joining us, both of you, and having us out here at the golf course. It's middle of winter. It's still beautiful, and there's a lot of properties that you have for sale out here, but why are we talking about it in the dead of winter?
Well, the City of Urbana initiated a new program in 2016. It's called Think Urbana, and we're offering this in partnership with 5 other taxing partners, including the school district, the park district, and several others. And this program allows folks to buy a new home, buy a new built home in Urbana, and save a lot on their property taxes, about 60% over the first 5 years. And we're experiencing a lot of interest in that from our local developers, and included in that is Stone Creek, and some folks are even offering additional incentives on top of that.
Yeah, and speaking of the additional incentives, I understand that the Atkins group has some things that they also include, and what exactly would some of those be?
Well, we were excited about this because we feel that the City of Urbana now is putting their money where their mouth is, to say, and get some tax incentives that make it exciting to build in Urbana. Not only are they doing the real estate tax, they're also doing a sales tax incentive, which saves you about 9% on maybe 40% of your home, depending on how much building material you use. So we thought we'd triple down on it. We have all of our lots. We've reposted all of our new lot pricing for 2017, and we dropped them about 20%.
Okay. Wow.
And we thought that if you could come around and on an average home find about $60,000 worth of savings, Think Urbana or Build in Urbana would be a great thing to do.
Okay, I gotcha. And now, have you seen this be successful so far? Have you had many people taking you up on this kind of thing?
We announced our new prices last year and sold 9 lots out here at Stone Creek. Nice. So we'd like to hope to keep that up, and once the word gets out that the pricing in Urbana and the sales tax savings is not just perception is they're more expensive, but if we beat that perception, we'll get reality, and this will be a new place to come.
All right, very nice.
And speaking as a place to come, I think that I could list many reasons why Urbana is a great place, but I might be a little bit biased. Can you tell us a little bit about why folks should come to you and come to this part of Urbana to build a home?
Well, now we got Windsor Road open, so that makes things a lot easier. And not only is Urbana looking to be more progressive in home sales, but they're also looking to be more progressive in business sales. So as this corridor with Windsor Access and the Pines over here, we're hoping that more businesses spur in this area. It'll be a really good place to be. Stone Creek is a golf course that our rounds continue to do well. We can keep the course up to our opinion as championship level. And we have new Addie's Bar and Grill. It's not new, but we've been here about 2 years, and it's been very successful, and classic events across the way, and it's just a good place to be a part of.
A lot of great amenities out here.
Yeah. And in addition to Addie's, within walking distance, the Riggs Brewery just opened up out on High Cross Road. So, there's some growing options here for residents of Stone Creek.
Fantastic. And Brandon, why don't you tell us a little bit about 2016 in review? Now that we're into 2017, I know you have some stats and figures or maybe some updates you'd like to share about Think Urbana.
Yeah, overall, Urbana's new single-family and two-family home construction's up about 55% over the prior year. That's through November. So we're seeing a good uptake on the program, and we're really excited by the reports we're hearing from our residential developers about the number of lots that are being sold, them taking initial steps to plat or build spec or model homes. So there's a lot of excitement right now, and we're just trying to get the word out so more people can take advantage of this program. But it's going to be in effect for hopefully 15 years. So it's not a short-term program, it's a long-term program, and increasing the residential density out here on the east side of town is a goal of the city's, and we want good, dense neighborhoods to have students go to our great schools, have people to utilize our great parks, and just enjoy this community overall.
Right. It's a great investment in the community, a collaboration and a partnership. And I know that brings a lot of information about the programs. Brandon, tell us where folks can find out more from the city of Urbana.
Well, the best place is thinkurbana.com. That's a nice website, and if you're a realtor or a lender or a residential developer or builder and you want more information on this program that you can help publicize it, you'll find those marketing materials on the website as well. If you're interested in buying a new home or a newly built home in Urbana, you can click through from that website to the city website. It's also at urbanaillinois.us/easy for enterprise zone, and you can find out all the information there on how to apply if you're interested in buying a newly built home in Urbana.
Yeah.
And then if people want to find out some more information on what the Atkins group is doing specifically, where can they go for that?
There's a couple places they can go. First, we have buildinurbana.com, which is a website we've started to try and let people understand some of the advantages to living in Urbana. We also have the calculator there that if you want to build a certain value home, it will tell you what your tax savings are over 1, 5, 10 years. And then another place is our website, which is StonecreekUrbana.com, or Mike Martin at our office, who's in charge of our residential subdivision department, 217-367-2121, and he's extension 17.
All right, perfect. Well, that sounds great. That's really exciting stuff you guys have going on.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you so much for the information, and we'll check in again and keep tabs on how things are doing over the course of this new year, and definitely visit the websites. So thank you both for all that you're doing for
Thank
Urbana.
you. Appreciate it.
All right, we're back, and we're here at Urbana Acupuncture with Jim Lorr. And now, I've never been here before, and this is a pretty cool area. How long have you guys been at Lincoln Square?
We are celebrating our 5th birthday.
Oh,
so
nice.
5 years, and yeah, welcome.
That's exciting. And now, how, because I've never had any kind of acupuncture done before or anything like that. So for someone that would be coming in as like a new person to this, like what exactly are the steps, or like what is the preparation for getting an acupuncture session, basically?
Okay, well, when someone comes in, they fill out some evaluation forms, basically, tell me what's going on. I speak with the persons, find out a little bit more, maybe how the treatment would go. They would come back into this room here, as you can see, in recliner chairs, and they just take off their socks and shoes, roll up their pant legs and sleeves, and kick back in the chair and get comfortable. And then you basically just place some pins on the limbs of the body. Sometimes I use ears or points on the head. And they rest for maybe 25, 30 minutes or longer.
Okay.
And that's pretty much all of it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh. And then I'll take the pins out and I'll tell them how often they should come in and like that from there.
And your business here is maybe unique in that it's a community style of acupuncture where you're joined by your community in here.
Yes. Well, traditionally, acupuncture has been performed in a group.
Okay.
Typically, people in the past, in other countries, that's how you come into a room with 20 or 30 other people, and they place some pins, and same thing, you just rest. There's a nice, it's something easy to do, and there's a nice energy that happens as a group. More recently, let's say, in the United States, it's taken on a more private room kind of approach where one person's alone. So the community acupuncture, let's say, movement, there's a number of us across the country who do this community room approach, and it makes it so more people can come together and have treatment, and it's more affordable and more accessible. Other people can see that it's okay.
Right.
Yep.
I like that.
I like the accessibility component to it because it is accessible, and you make it that way, being in a very good location in Urbana. You have a lot of folks coming in and out of Lincoln Square, and I've been here before. I found this room to be very relaxing, and it's a very supportive atmosphere. We're all in here for our health and our wellness, and that kind of, I don't know, energy is helpful in the process.
Right. It's in one way everybody's kind of focusing on their health, and as you see someone else do it, it's like with laughing or a yawn, you kind of just naturally move right into that, and it makes for a really great work environment as well. So,
So now, a reason to get acupuncture, when you're getting acupuncture, what exactly is it helping you with? Like, how is it making you healthier? Like, what does acupuncture do for a person?
well, it's what I generally say is it's great for pain and for stress and for promoting general health, which I know are pretty broad brushes of things, but the main thing it does is it's very calming. And when there's many different theories or actions which have been shown that acupuncture does, it lowers blood pressure, it regulates blood sugar, it reduces inflammation, and sort of on and on. So the main thing that happens is is you relax. Mm-hmm. And when your body's relaxed, that's when it repairs or regulates things. It's very simple. If you take a little snooze on a stressful day, it's not so stressful.
Yeah.
And this is like that, just perhaps a little bit more different than that. So.
Well, I don't know about you, Sterling, but I think it would be fantastic if perhaps you could give us a little bit of a sample of what would happen when someone enters in this room. So they've gone through the process of their initial appointment, they've filled out some information, had a chance to chat with you about what's happening in their life and what brought them here, and then you welcome them back here to this lovely environment in a chair, and you kick back, and then it's go time.
Okay. So, I'll just, we'll get you relaxed. I know you're simple as this, but kind of changes everything a little bit, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And then, typically,
I struggle.
yeah, this one's a little more,
Typically you help with that part.
so what I'll do is I take just a simple pulse. And the neck and throat, the wrist and throat.
I'm assuming the pulse is probably beating. We're on camera here.
It's very good. And then I select a point, and let's use the blue there. And they're it's a very fine pin, put in very superficially. Most people don't really feel much at all. They're kind of unimpressed with the sensation. They're expecting something very big, but it's usually pretty mild. And I'll place a few more.
So how do you find like the points of putting it in? Or like how do you choose putting one there versus somewhere else?
You have a couple questions there. You find them they're most often at where there's a lot of different structures of the body kind of meet, and it's very simple. So like in the elbow area, there's a tendon, there's a muscle, and there's the joint and the other tissues there, and that tends to be have a little more, let's say, action or reaction going on there. Why I choose which point is a little bit maybe longer discussion, but sometimes they're just reflexes or mirror points for, let's say we were treating knee pain. I would often select this point here for the knee. For something maybe more of like helping someone with digestive stress, that gets harder to talk about, and I could spend more time on that. But it's kind of similar. Okay. I would use points that are similar to the area of it's basically maps of the body are on, like, I treat the whole body from this part of the arm. So head, neck, shoulders, lower body.
That's really interesting.
And that seems to work.
Yeah.
So,
it's worked out so far.
It does. And but yeah, the main thing is the body gets very quiet, or cycles through a quiet cycle, and you feel a little bit rested and better than you were before.
Rested, relaxed, leveled. I don't know. It helps kind of reset so that you can go back to what you're doing, but then it's also, I don't know, I really enjoyed coming when I did come, and it was helpful for why I came, and I could definitely see how this is something people would want to keep coming back for and make part of their routine to live a healthier, more level lifestyle.
Yeah, one of the things we say is it's the best way to know how acupuncture works is to try it, because it's really much about feeling that, getting that connection with the restful state that helps you heal and learn more about what that is.
Well, where can folks go to learn more about Urbana Acupuncture, about making an appointment, scheduling an appointment?
Okay, well, we have our website is urbana-acu.com. And you can schedule online there, or you can call us. Our number is 217-344-9118. Thanks. And there's plenty of information on the website and connections to other places to get more information.
Wonderful.
Thanks.
Thank you for inviting us, or thank you for letting us invite ourselves into your space.
It's really great. Thank you so much.
And for the demonstration, we really appreciate it.
Welcome back to It's All About You. We're here with Ben Barnes from the Product Manufactory. Now, how long has this place been here?
We're just getting into our 5th year of business. We started in 2012. I've been here since the 2nd year.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And then what made you interested in going into something like what really piqued your interest about starting something like this?
It's a really collaborative environment where you sort of allowed to and expected to use your creativity and problem-solving skills in a way that's a lot more, stimulating and can be demanding than in a lot of more typical industry positions at larger firms, larger places. And I think that's really what draws everyone here on the team.
Okay, that's very interesting. And now you guys do a lot of cool projects here, and one of the things I saw was a microwave. And so can you kind of explain a little bit more about what that is?
Sure, that was something that was just recently very successful on Kickstarter. It's actually not a microwave. It's a it's a countertop combi oven. And what's important there is that's bringing one of the things that's important there is that's bringing steam to consumer oven for the first time in a really accessible way. It's also a Wi-Fi connected oven, and what's important there is that it can have a recipe database that's professionally curated with professionally designed recipes. Devala actually has a chef on staff designing the recipes, and that pairs with a food delivery service. So it's not just an appliance company.
Yeah.
There's a lot of appliance companies out there. It's a food delivery service paired with an appliance, and we think the appliance on its own is quite impressive. Right. Especially the steam feature is really cool. Bringing that to the consumer market. But the food service is solving a problem that a lot of people out there trying to solve, like a Blue Apron or something like that, with these food delivery services. This is similar in that the ingredients show up raw, but they're already prepared in the sense that they're already bedded and ready to go in the oven. The shelf life of like 5 to 7 days, so you can stock up for a week at a time. Then you scan the barcode and pop it in the oven, and then it runs with a professionally designed recipe. The temperature amp rates, the temperature it achieves, how long it holds it there, when it steams, when it does dry heat. That's all very carefully crafted for each recipe over a matter of weeks before they say, okay, this recipe is done. And then you have access to all of that because it's internet connected. Now, if you lose your connection, the recipe is stored locally, but when it returns, you'll receive all of the updates and that sort of thing.
Wow.
So yeah, the internet connection provides that powerful capability on top of what's already a pretty, luxury appliance.
Yeah.
And a food delivery service.
Yeah, and I saw there were plenty of people excited about it too, because I saw you guys flew by your Kickstarter.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was very impressive.
Yeah, we were after how hard we worked to get it, the technology to the place where it could be featured on Kickstarter. We were really excited to see it do so well. I think we hit over 160% of our target. I don't mean to brag, but I can't say we were too surprised. We got over the time we worked on this, we got pretty familiar with the food space, and really felt like we had a sweet spot with integrating that technology in a way that's meaningful, not just novel, but not going so far into a niche that people can't imagine themselves using it, or only really, excited foodies can imagine themselves. This is something that anyone can use. It's a toaster oven and a combi oven and a convection oven, sort of all in one. It is an appliance you can imagine yourself using outside of all the technology that's been baked into it and the food delivery service. So it's really accessible, we think. And of course, it's still an appliance you can just use regardless of all that other technology. And if you get really excited about it, you can craft your own recipes on a web app or phone app interface and share them with other people. And we're hoping that a community emerges around it as well for people who are that excited. But you don't have to be. It's something anyone can imagine themselves using.
Well, I remember seeing information about it. I think maybe I fell into part of the target audience with that, or at least that's what it kept showing up on. Either it was Facebook or Twitter or in articles that I was reading online, and then to realize that it came from your group here in my own backyard is amazing. And I think that's one thing that is worth bragging about in Urbana, that there's some really awesome, exciting things happening here, right here in our own backyard.
Yeah, we're really excited to be a part of that.
And you have some other projects happening out of this organization too?
Some really exciting recent news is with the PlantLink product out of Oso Technologies. Great. Yeah, we're really excited about that. They actually started as one of our very early clients, and then we, beyond just sort of doing some of the early design for them, we partnered very closely with them. And one of our founders ended up stepping in as their CEO, and she drove the development of a whole second generation of the product that's ready to go on sale next year, and partnered with Scott's Miracle-Gro, who ended up offering to acquire the company, and they did just recently officially acquire the company, and they're going to bring the PlantLink product into their whole connected yard line. So that was really exciting to us, and that just recently got announced.
Yeah, I read that happened in December, right?
Yeah, and the new product line is going to be awesome. The old product line was a connected moisture sensor, which could alert your phone when a garden or a lawn or a house plant needed to be watered, based on the soil type which you would input in the plant type. It was very well liked by the people who used it. The second generation does that better, but also incorporates a valve, which allows you to turn on watering remotely, or even have the watering activate automatically in response to the soil moisture reading.
Maybe I can finally have that green thumb that I've been using all along. You should see the palm in my family room.
That's a big part of the market is people who inadvertently kill their houseplants.
There you go. Perfect.
Like this one.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
But I feel like these products that you're making and creating and producing here just make it easier. I feel like as a mom that the oven would be very helpful, especially in a busy lifestyle after work, trying to get everyone fed in a good, nutritious meal, using steam as the way to cook it. Beautifying my house with plants that are alive rather than dead. All good things. What about some other projects? Anything else that you can share publicly? I know I'm sure that you have lots of awesome behind-the-scenes things happening, but anything coming up in this new year now that we're into 2017?
Yeah, a lot of our clients want to make a splash, when they release it, so a lot of it stays under the radar as we're working on it. I could talk about the general direction I'm excited about, because a lot of these products, like I say, they're still kind of stealth, they're under the radar, and speaks to sort of what you were just talking about with solving real problems. we're getting it on the ground floor of the whole Internet of Things movement, and that's taking advantage of the recent availability and affordability of technologies that connect your products and your devices and the internet in a really increasingly seamless way. Faster to develop, faster to modify and software update and release these products. So you're going to see an explosion of these things. And we're having a lot of success by focusing on clients who are from sort of established industries, older industries that have problems they know very well because they've been doing it for 30 or 40 years. And we know the solutions very well. We kind of want to stay away from just throwing this into an existing product for the purpose of novelty, because that's the source of a lot of the eye rolling you get when you say Internet of Things.
Yeah.
Talking about actual problems, enabling healthy eating, enabling sort of lower labor intensive, gardening and plant care approaches and things like that. That's on the consumer side. Some of the products that I can't talk about yet, but I'm really excited about are from that to the commercial and industrial side too, where there's a huge need for this technology in dairy farming and agriculture and these established sort of background industries that most people aren't exposed to. Municipal water delivery. There's a lot of opportunity there, so I'm really excited about some of the products we've got coming in those spaces.
Yeah, that sounds really awesome. Now, if there's anywhere people want to learn some more information, where can they go to find that?
They should start at our website, theproductmanufactory.com. Okay. It's a great place to start. Email there, and it'll come straight to me. Okay. I'm the chief engineer here, so tell me your idea, and we'll tell you how to make it into a reality.
Wow.
Fantastic.
That's super exciting stuff. Well,
thank you for allowing us to invite ourselves into this space.
Yeah, we love showing it off.
There's so much to look at. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but there's a lot of awesome stuff going on back there. And what a great use of this space on this side of town in Urbana.
Yeah, we love being here.
It's wonderful. So thank you for having us. And
thank you very much
this year, and keep us posted on things. We'd love to come back and chat more as more things develop.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Definitely.
We are back at Strawberry Fields in downtown Urbana, and we're joined by Liza Kobernik. Thank you for being on the program today.
Thank you.
And we wanted to stop into Strawberry Fields, which is an institution here in Urbana, and a great place to come to for all of your food ready to go and to take home and prepare, and so many other things. But specifically this section of the store, now that we're in the new year, there's a big focus typically on resolutions and health and wellness, and you've got it covered, not just in the new year, but all year round. Tell us a little bit about where we're at in the store.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is our vitamin and herb department, and we have really only the highest quality of vitamin products and herbal products. They're not all created equally in terms of the bioabsorption, and so the thing that you get at Walmart is not the same quality as what we carry at Strawberry Fields. So we're really selective about who we work with and what we carry, and we really stand by our products. And we have everything from the products you use in your hair and on your skin to products for health and wellness and internally as well.
Yes, and we're kind of strategically placed in this aisle by certain supplements for dietary needs and aids, for mood support.
That's right.
For issues with sleep situations.
Yes, we've got you covered. And this is a time of year around holiday season and after that a lot of folks are feeling really stressed out, often during the holidays, but also afterwards when they get their Visa bill in the mail. And so we have a number of things that kind of help with sleep, like you mentioned, as well as mood, anxiety, and things like that. And of course our diet section, which will be very popular come January when everyone has their weight loss resolutions. Yes.
Now you were saying that not a lot of people know about this, right? And this is certainly something that you're trying to gain quite a bit more notoriety for, right?
Yeah. I mean, we definitely have our tried and true customers who've been coming since it was one of them I was just talking to, who was coming to Strawberry Fields back when it was in someone's home on Main Street, many years ago. But so we have that group, but we really want to continue growing our base. Yeah. Absolutely. We don't want to be the best kept secret in town. Yeah.
And so one thing I noticed in coming over here, there's a desk area, that you are here, that there are resources and opportunities for folks to learn more about this. So it's not just you browsing an aisle and you're like, oh, I think that looks good, and you take it home. Like, we can ask you questions.
Absolutely.
And we have the answers.
We talk about that a lot because nowadays we are a world of one-click ordering.
Yes.
And what makes a place like this survive is the ability to really have that one-on-one conversation with somebody where you learn about your health. And I'm all about empowerment, and all of us in this department are about empowering people to take control of their health and to really know what they're putting into their bodies and how they can help and support their bodies in feeling better and having longevity.
And I feel like it being here at Strawberry Fields feeds to the holistic viewpoint. So you come over here and, I'm looking to lose some weight in this new year. Well, here are some supplements to help with sugar cravings, and there are some organic fruits and vegetables to supplement your diet.
Exactly.
So you can help them more than just pop a pill. It's a lifestyle.
Absolutely. And most of us have different areas of experience. So even though I'm here, I have people that I'm giving recipes to, and I'm walking over into the grocery section and I'm offering support in all areas. And everyone really does that in the store. We're really just so committed to a healthy overall lifestyle. And that's what is, I think, unique about shopping here, is that everything we have is really supportive of that.
Right.
And then we also have treats in the cafe.
Those are important.
And those are important too.
Now, for those that aren't your loyal customers that haven't been coming here forever, is there somewhere they can go to find out some more information, or what are your store hours? How many days throughout the week are you open? What kind of,
I'm certain that we have all of those information on the web, on our website. Yeah, certainly. And a lot of people do call over the phone and ask. I mean, our phone is, look at that. That was just beautiful. Thank you. Beautiful timing. We do get a lot of questions over the phone, and we're always happy to, research and find. I love researching. So people will call me and they'll say, I'm looking for this item for this thing. And I'm like, cool, it's an adventure. And we figure it out. And I'm learning a ton every day just from that. Yeah.
Are there any products that are kind of the most popular that are, you always have to keep them in stock, kind of, or is it very by topic or need?
Well, seasonally, definitely we have certain things like our wellness formulas and our elderberry and things like that are selling a lot now. A lot of people have these colds, and there it goes again, and various flu formulas and things like that are very popular right now. This is the season for that. Mm-hmm. Like I was saying, the weight loss will be flying off the shelves soon. Certain things like our vitamins and herbs are constantly moving. I think that, people have tried them, they've enjoyed the results and continuously use those. And then we have a lot of new things coming in all the time, which is really, really fun for us. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you for letting us come and check this stuff out. And we're going to linger around for a little while, check some things out.
Please do.
All right. Well, keep us posted on things, and thank you for being on the program today.
Thanks for having me.